when you look at the takeaway, shows that U.S.-India relationship is deeper, broader, and moving in the right direction. Both countries agreed to look at India as a potential technological industrial base, all the way from moonshot and cancer research down to setting up chip plants in India for the military. So in every aspect, U.S. is taking its jewels and giving to India for manufacturing. That means setting up a industrial manufacturing base in India. I think the visit was very successful. I would say it was very transformational. When you look at the takeaway, it shows that U.S.-India relationship is deeper, broader, and moving in the right direction. But more important is to look at the substance of the takeaway. Basically, both countries agreed to look at India as a potential technological industrial base, all the way from moonshot and cancer research down to setting up chip plants in India for the military, looking at the GE engines manufacturing to General Atomic drone manufacturing. So in every aspect, U.S. is taking its jewels and giving to India for manufacturing. That means setting up a industrial manufacturing base in India.
Right. So how crucial was the Quad Summit according to you? You know, there were talks on China. So how would you see the Quad Summit?
So Quad Summit, if you look at, has become much more structured. When it started, it was a summit which was focused more on all the navies getting together and trying to help disaster. But now it's become very, very structured. When you look at the economies of four countries, it's $35 trillion. They're looking at collaborating on AI, looking at collaborating on secure supply chain. They're looking at collaborating on sharing intelligence data. So I think it's become a much more I would say, a non-announced alliances than anything else.
So talking about the U.S. elections, we have elections just after a month. How do you see the U.S. elections, and when it comes to Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, who do you think is going to win, and what significant influence would the Indian diaspora make in the elections?
So I think whoever comes in, the impact on U.S.-India relationship does not go in a downward direction. The relationship continues in an upward trajectory because India and US are geopolitically aligned, economically aligned, technologically aligned. So I think it's important to understand, regardless of who comes in. Now the elections are too close to call, too close in every aspect, because when you have electoral college system, 10,000 votes in a district will make a difference itself. So I think it's too early to say who will win, but the Indian diaspora is playing a very pivotal role. We saw the last data, almost 68% are going to vote Democratic, the survey shows, and the remaining are going to vote for Republicans itself. But the trend is moving in the upward direction in Republicans' favor also. Normally, it used to be Indians who would vote for Democrats, but now what we're saying is business community is focusing more on Republican candidates itself.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.